Oh. Zodiac, our Lord and Savior. Oh, there's a bunch of them. To forge the world anew. Moon's haunted! Yeah. This is really creepy, guys. To live in love again. It's really creepy with all the wing moons. Fill earth and heaven with life. Birth paradise where fear is a distant memory. I think I've seen an inappropriate video like this. That was really cool how he put that on. God, that was cool. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whenever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream, and I just realized I'm in the dark. Hold on. Now it's somewhat brighter. I had to dig for the Zoolander meme. I knew it, and as soon as I saw them walk by each other, and I was like, I know what I gotta do. I know what has to happen. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It is Monday, and Monday means that we're doing some Final Fantasy. It is 86 degrees with 40% humidity. Hot damn, that is abysmal. Meme successfully skipped. Jack, you just don't like the meme. I don't understand it. Do you know how very little time I actually really set aside from this? I'm always doing it like last second, scanning through the last stream to find out which one's gonna work. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Monday night, so we got some memes and streams going on this week. I do want to shout out, first off, big news was that I hit 50,000 subscribers. What? It's been a hell of a journey. We made it, Mom. Hey, look, Mom, we made it. This week, this Wednesday, I am actually going to do a little bit of homage to some streaming for Guild Wars 2, because I haven't streamed Guild Wars 2 in 2 years, like my watch would know. It's been a while. It's been a very long time. So I figured that I'd get on there, hopefully showcase the game to you guys. I was telling this to Galactic. It's funny. It's like most of my videos are oriented around Guild Wars 2, and that seems to be the most popular with my videos. But then when I stream, my most popular streams end up being Final Fantasy. So it's like I'm playing two sides of a coin. So hopefully I can bridge those a little bit, and you guys can enjoy some Guild Wars 2 if you haven't already. Just saying. With a bunch of wee wounds behind him. I thought it. I wanted to do it, but there's also, I know that this is a very important like section of the game for a lot of people, and I don't know necessarily if I wanted to besmirch that thought with a bunch of ween wounds and Calf Dad sitting on a couch with them behind him. I thought it was gonna be good. I appreciate you. Yeah, Witchy, I knew it was an idea. That was the first idea that came, but I wasn't gonna do that because I felt like that was outside the realm, you know. But never seen how it looks current on content Guild Wars 2. Well, that's good news, because I am working on one of the legendary items, one of the legendary spears. Lot of crafting, lot of grinding, lot of material gathering. That's mostly what I'm doing. But I'll go through some of that, and you guys will see that on Wednesday. That is a special stream. And just never acknowledged it. Jessica. Oh, thought I heard the dogs. Anyway, we have a lot to get to tonight. I hope you guys had a very good weekend. There's only one Calf, did you see what I said? No, I did not see what you said. I have to showcase this off because I told my oldest daughter that I would. She's been practicing her art, and she found an app. She found this app, and it's like you put it on top of like a glass or something, and it shows down onto whatever you're drawing, and it's like you're looking through the app on the phone at the image behind it, and you can trace over it and do things. It's actually really cool. So my oldest daughter is drawing and she's practicing, and this was one of the ones that she made. She's going for, she just says that all of this is anime style, right? Let's see the other one. Let's see the other one that she made. This is outside of my artistic realm, but like I did say that I would showcase this on stream. It's very good. Just sugar cookie. Yes. Sam, good to see you. Way too late from the hospital. I know. Hope you're doing well, buddy. She's cooking. Yes. She has sworn up and down how she is going to make it as a famous artist. And as a dad, what do you guys think is the first thing I tell her? What do you think? As a dad who's trying to encourage this, what's the first thing that I would say to her? What is the most important thing? Never let the party die. Get it? Vernacular. Straight up. Art degrees, now we're out, man. Just get the accountant job. Call it a day. Follow your dreams. Hard work is needed for success. Dark Knight, you were closest. Should have stayed at art school. I tell her the most important thing that you can do is practice. It's really not that hard. You have to want it more than other people. That is the key to success. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the best, but you have to be dedicated. You have to grind. You have to work. And if you do that, it's amazing what will happen. Get a real job. Damn. These are some aggressive things for art school. Yep. And learn from real life. It's funny too, is because even my degree, the degrees that I went to school for, I'm like hardly using them ever in my day-to-day job. In my actual 9-to-5, I am very seldomly using the actual degrees that I had. More so, you know what the degrees did is that they're like a boarding pass, right? They were enough to say that I was dedicated to do the job, to show up and, you know, put the time in. Get a rich husband. I don't know if I'm going to talk to you guys about advice. Like, what's your favorite tagline for your kid? It's like, marry someone rich, #1. And I'm doing neither. At tax, I am my official title is account management, right? That's my official title, right? My bachelor's degree is in exercise science. My master's degree is in applied physiology. Nothing to do with account management. It's nothing, not a damn thing to do about it. But I'm willing to bet that I was able to apply and get the positions that I'm at right now is because I had the education. They're like, okay, he's at least worth, he puts his time in and does what he needs to. And that's kind of how I view it. Maybe I have a bit of a jaded look on it. Don't say. Hard enough to get the piece of paper. Yeah, basically. I'm management. My job is to know nothing and tell other. It's great. Vernacular, is that my job? Into ground using exercise science. All right. We're getting too far away. Cookie was good. I got all my drinks tonight. I got my water. I got my protein shake because I read that I was reading up on the study that says protein synthesis at night, eating protein right before you go to bed, especially after a hard day of working out or moving around, it boosts the amount of protein or the muscle mass that you gain. So I'm trying that. Just saying, I'm not a doctor, but I'm trying it. There we go. I got my water. I got my tea. We're ready to cook. Let's see where we're at. We're on the moon. We're on the moon and we doomed. We doomed everyone. Everyone's doomed. Yeah. Basically, we killed Zodiark. And that was it. I was like, man, that expansion was rough. I saw the meme. I forget who shared it. I think maybe it was Super. Super was like, the meme was like Gratia and a Warrior Light, and he's like, oh man, this expansion's been rough. And it goes, you're only level 83. Like, it was so bad. Normal day. It's been incredible. So I do want to just kind of, because I was get out of there. I was kind of thinking about it. Here we go. There we go. I was kind of thinking about it. Thank you, Pine Size, for the hat. The position that we're in right now, I don't really foresee a way that we can go forward reasonably. And the only reason I say that is because, I mean, essentially we've unbalanced the entire world. So I was sitting there, I was like, does it go in the same direction as it did, with like, the first, and that the light has won? Have we like fulfilled the prophecy of Ardbert and his gang by removing all evil, and then the light is overpowered? Because now essentially we've removed the prime darkness void creature, whatever you want to call him, and now there's nothing but light. Light is going to overwhelm, and that was my initial thought. But I didn't want to like believe that it was that simple, because then, you know, like Heidelin would be like, oh, sorry, you guys kind of effed it up. Oh no, here we go. I don't think that that's going to be it. I think things are going to start going south. Like, we're going to start seeing the effects. But there's two options that I see. One, I confirmed that Zodiark isn't in the Aetherical Sea. Like, it wasn't in the Aetherical Sea. So that theory is a bust. I still do think that we're going to fight Xenos and be like super juiced up on Heidelin and Zodiark, and that's going to be our one-on-one. I do think that, but my only problem with that is I don't know where the hell we're going to do it. Like, I thought we were going to throw it, maybe we'll come back here to the moon and throw down on the moon, but I'm not sure on that. Like this after last week's stream, I've left with more questions than actual answers that I've had. We're going to go Paisley, or we're just going straight to Plaid. I was thinking, if I'm looking at this in this regard, I'm thinking that we're going to have to figure out a way to like bring back Zodiark. That's the only way that I can see forward. Like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, seeing as we've basically iced every single Askian. Like, we've iced every single person who has any knowledge on how to summon these guys. Oh, this dude. And now where do we go? What do we do? So I'm curious of seeing it. I could also make the suggestion, maybe that we somehow, because I mean, again, there's still like Askians floating around. I don't think that they're all terminated, because if you remember when we were on the first, the Elidibus's ploy was to incite people to become warriors of light and banish evil and do stuff like that to help edge everything over into a light oblivion. That was the idea. But there might be Askians that are still around, or I don't know. Maybe, like, you know what? Maybe we have hit the end of this timeline. I'm still going back with timelines, because, like, if we look at, like, the Realm of the First is basically, you know, the far end of the time spectrum of, like, what will happen. Because that's where the Light One and everything is all the way out there. I like how you guys liked it, Edge. We're adults here. So, maybe because we went to the first. This is another thought that I had. Maybe because we went to the first, and that was, we're essentially in the middle of the timeline of what happens to this world. And like all the different, like, other versions of the world, the ones that haven't already been consumed, or rejoined, I should say. Maybe there's like some way, I don't know, maybe we use like the frickin' Crystal Tower, because that's how we went to the first. Maybe we use it to like go back in time and like bring, I don't know, maybe we'll bring Zodiark back. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how we're going to do it, but basically where we're at right now, we're fucked. Royally. All right, let me put this down. Take a bite of cookie. Ow. All right, so you guys are all here. Kodiak. I think we're all cooked. It all works. Lots of spice in this dish. I'm doing the best. You guys look great, by the way. In Shadow's wake. Oh, I meant to tell you, I heard that this guy ended up in a really terrible pogo accident. And he's in critical condition, but they're hopeful that he'll bounce back. That's something I heard in the news. That's what happened this weekend. I believe a change of surroundings is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share. You see, I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communication... I like the bruh. The bruh always sends me. Learn enough from her to know these are your comrades. And luck would have it, they've already reached my abode. Come, let's join them. Want to make a hippie die. Hippie and die. All right, let's move. I realize that, especially when I'm doing dungeons, I can't heal and what's it? I can't play the game and then drink fluids at the same time. There was a couple times in the dungeon last stream, Tower of Babel, where I almost died, or people in my group almost died because I was drinking. I was hydrating. First groan of the evening. That was a little one. No one laughed. It turns out I'm not even remotely funny. See, but the best part is that dad jokes just end up populating. That's what ends up happening. Just everyone just says them. Can you guys not hear anything? I gotta turn that stuff on max. Thank goodness you're unharmed. We're on 80? Okay, it's set to 80. Sorry, that was the opening monologue. Or quantity over quality. You just need a beer helmet. Right? That's not a terrible idea. Population growth. It's a very soft song, yeah. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, and she will recover in due course. They insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. Apparently, as it appears, however, that matters have already come to the conclusion. I'm a ween woon. Ween woon. Kill the heretics, I'm not quite sure. We'll see where I get. He's not unlike a shade, the shades of Amaral. Oh, God! Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin. Together with this place, it has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather, it was my duty. And it was a big duty. Okay, we're filling that in. Watcher's a tall boy. Orm, you got it. That's why I, like, jumped a little bit, because nobody else is talking, and it's way... really aggressive. Yep, killed him with my cup of coffee. I am afraid, for not without delicate weave of the star, preserved by his essence, his presence will be begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Oh, of course he's gonna tell us. And something... Release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me this short rest while I will share with... Of course, now we gotta wait. God, clickbait, dude. This guy is the epitome, and I did this in one video early on in my Guild Wars 2. Early on in my Guild Wars 2, and I was like, the video was like, they just keep coming back, and I was like, the reason that they keep coming back is, and then I jumped to what I was explaining back about, and it's like 5 minutes in, and it was like one of my worst rated videos, and it was clickbait video. That's what he did. He's like, oh my goodness, the easiest way that you can defeat Zodiac. Oh, I need to rest now. I'll tell you later. No. No. All right, Witchy's on high alert. Sniper rifle is loaded. Galactic, dust them off. Get ready to go. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means, if you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning on those on the upper floor? Mr. Stream, no, not at all. Galactic, I will show your look on stream, don't worry. I shall leave that to you, Caffeinated. While I see that, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on the lower levels. No one hears you if you get sniped on the move. Why does he take like a half step? Does he got a limp? All right, hold on. Galactic wanted me to show you guys this. This look. He said, Galactic has said that this is what you might find an average person at Walmart, or a person at your average Walmart wearing. This is his look. A person at your average Walmart. Right here. One of my college buddies. It so is. That's the Hot Topic shopper. Yeah, there's the... See, this is how I know. I know y'all my peoples because Hot Topic, man. I remember going into that damn store. Galactic, it is a good look. And yes, I do agree. I do agree that it's a something that you might find at your average Walmart. I remember going into Hot Topic and getting all the ironic shirts because they all had like the ones that you like. They were the original funny shirt place where you would go. Like you couldn't get any funny shirts unless you ordered them from some weird place, like in a foreign country, and you give them your credit card information and you're just hopeful that you get something in 2 to 5 months. Like that's how it used to be. If you didn't go to Hot Topic, that was the alternative. And it was yeah, the big dog t-shirts. Yeah. I remember I went to Hot Topic and they had, it was the bod spray. It was like the cologne, but it was like bod. And that's how I knew it was so cool, is because you would get the bod spray. It would have like 3 bottles in it. And then on the back side of the package, they had a pair of like bracelers that were like these fake leather bracers. That was cool. That was cool. I bought that so quick. I sprayed that shit like it was a 5th grade locker room. Just had my bracers on. That was a look. I'm all about it. It was all about everything Invader Zim related. Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. Yes, Galactic. That is your average Hot Topic Walmart look, we'll say. Get something other than a bill for a credit card you never open. Yep. We just assume everything is all right until we get a phone call, Nicole. And they had adult stuff on the same shelf, and it weirded me out. Yes, and there was very few, like at least the one that was at our local mall. It was, everything was in the same kind of area. Like I could go over here and do what you do, like go and get the lava lamp or the ironic t-shirts, And then right over there, they had like freaking edible panties. Like, I'm 10 years old and it's like right in line of sight. What I don't know. Like that's just, they didn't care. There was no walls, there was no barriers. Spencer's was spicy hot topic. Yeah, no, they had that stuff. They just had the grown-up stuff that was right there. Back in the 90s, there was lawless. What shape was the lava lamp? I forgot. I don't know. In high school for wearing chains on my pants. Oh yeah. How about the chains on the wallet? The wall of dildos next to the cool posters. Yep. Here's a records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon dating back from the beginning of Zodiarc's imprisonment. Okay. Can I jump down here? I cannot. Oh, I can just fit through the railing. This is not kid approved. We were feral in the 90s. As did the strain on his brands. Appears to tax Heidelin greatly. Okay, so every rejoining made Heidelin weaker. That makes sense. Going to a hot topic of the last couple of years. Look at a Christmas gift for my niece, since she always wanted anime themed shirts. They just have that stuff. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Heidelin or Zodiarc broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with Loporrits through, though it's not clear who or what they are. Maybe that was a dog. Rescue him into another building. Mod abuse is quite a thing. It's expected at this point. Oh, I needed to go up, didn't I? Yep, I gotta go up. Dog was Argus. Brightly glowing crystal. Record of an unexpected visitor visits. The records note the Watcher's musing when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiarc from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer him remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiarc so long as he is imprisoned. He remains imprisoned. I mean, it makes sense because, again, if Zodiarc's gone, then it just basically F's up the whole balance of everything. I'm sending you my energy. Was yo-yo yo's a US thing like it was at the UK? Oh yeah, for a long time yo-yos were. That was like my grade school. Grade school we had yo-yos all over the place. Yeah, the tricks like walking the dog, the baby's cradle or the cradle. It's like the baby's cradle. I used to know them all. And then I learned about account management and how important it is. So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands require a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown ever higher with every rejoining. Cat's cradle, thank you. Ankle destroyer, skip it. God, that was terrible. How did you doom yourself this time? I killed the big bad guy. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th umbral calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Heidelin. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought only meant this facility. Truly, Heidelin's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. Ooh, story time. Neath dark waters. Is that what that is? Oh. Yep. Neath dark waters. Dark waters. I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary.
Thank you. I'm a ween-woon.
There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment. But perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Ween-woon. Before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Etheris. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change on all the manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck up upon a method to predict where the next corruption would manifest. Your globe? Oh, that's cool. Thought that was just props. Which flow through all creation in the form of various currents. Evening, Joshua. The currents which course through the land and the seas. Those that which flow through the very air. Derriere. And those of celestial nature which encompass both the star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Kind of sounds like primals. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Is the summoner of Zodiac. Zodiac is actually a now image of a golden snitch on the fetus chimera, angry baby. What? Of Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of Earth and Air and the celestial currents from a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was the weakest. Okay, so they were pretty smart. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of aether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Our end was averted. True, bestie. Astral umbral nature from Shadowbringers. Yeah, because they were opposite.
Those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Oh shit! And so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself and the star, into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. Doom! Hey, Gemstones, what's going on? Whoa, crap. Yeah, I gotta go with the Ethereal Sea. Let's bring up the Ethereal Sea. Oops. That the two once dwelled as one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them. Not quite a lie, rather than a gross embellishment. Ooh. But knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might to mislead. Obfuscate. There we go. There. Are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born to sacrifice half of Ethereal's population. Welcome in, MMO. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. Obfuscate. See, when it's obfuscate? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Thank you for joining in. Welcome in. All right. Was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat? Still, more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offer her blessing to those who heeded her call. Okay, so those blessed with the echo. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetheris and her history. Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is reflection of her creators. They wish to look into the future and not linger in the prison of the past. Okay.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words.
This is Thancred.
And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days.
What happens?
Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share it in its fate. Oh shit, so that means everyone on the first that we just saved, yeah, fuck them. They're dead. Oh, someone's launching a rocket. Ah. It is ready. This way. If you would be so kind. What? There's like a magnitude 10 earthquake, and he's like, oh, yes, that is time. You did doom everyone. Unintentionally. That's pretty. What is it? Is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Thank you, Sharlayan. Knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiac and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, so she made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. The moon is more than a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Aetheris to safe harbor. It's a spaceship? Need not go far to find its pilots. I'd be happy. It's a spaceship? And fulfill my final duty as watcher in the dark. That ain't no moon. He is so calm. The watcher is just so calm to be like, yeah, it's time to GTFO. Gotta go. Get him out. You blew up the moon. It is haunted. You saw all the ween wounds. Is 533 even better? I think that's better than what I have. I think I have 517 as my... What's this one? Is it better? It is. No, 530. It beats it by 3. Let's see the new one. It's just a recolor. Okay, alright. Dalamud 2! At long last, the Watcher is ready to fulfill his final duty. And it's a big duty. The time has come for you to be on your way. At the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiac was imprisoned, it's not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, a familiar who you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. Oh, we get to fly on the dog! As Hydaelyn created me as the jailer, so did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange, mayhap the imbalance of aid there has affected him. And attempt to call him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find... That was a whole ass week ago. If he labors in the service of Hydaelyn's plans, I see no reason to, not to do as he suggests. Actually, no, it's funnier. It's funny when I land like this. Can you emote in the air? I don't think I've ever tried. No, you can't. Ow. Aw. Do I stream on Twitch or only on YouTube? I only stream on YouTube. Currently, I do not have a powerful enough PC to handle the streaming on Twitch and YouTube. It causes everything to lag and do all that. So I primarily stream here on YouTube, mainly because that's also where the majority of my following is, like my subscribers and stuff like that. And it just made it easier. I've thought about trying to get a better PC so that I can go, and I can't go over this way, can I? I have to go the long way. Gotta go the long way. I thought about doing getting a better PC so that I could in fact stream on both. But that's for another time. Do you really want do you want me to do that? At that point, Witchy, I would go ahead and get you. I would go ahead and get you a couple more mods. Some would sit on Twitch, some would sit on YouTube. That's also the other thing. Wait, how the hell am I supposed to get over there? I can't get up there. Oh, I should just fly, shouldn't I? That would make sense. Witchy Calf already engages in mod abuse. No. My mods have drugged me into the middle. I've gotten hit by the Square Enix building by my mods. Thank you very much. It happens. More chats to squint at. There's also another thing that I talk about, and I've talked about it a number of times before. How the hell? Oh, it's this little narrow-ass bridge. I've talked about this a number of times before. I did approve of that. I did. No, Zivo, you're right. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I see it. I'm coming. YouTube and Twitch have different monetization angles. So, like, YouTube, for example, all revenue that I make on stream, 70% of it goes to me, 30% of it goes to YouTube, right? With Twitch, I start out, and I don't know if they changed it. I haven't streamed in a number of years on Twitch, but it used to be 50-50. So when you are streaming on Twitch as an affiliate, it's 50-50. You get Twitch gets 50%, you get 50%. And then when you make partner on Twitch, it gets 75-20, or it's 70-20, or 70-30, excuse me. So it's even at that point, you know, like I'm only getting what I'm getting on YouTube anyway, so it didn't really make sense. And then with that, you need to stream, like, I think it's like 10 times in a month, and then you need to maintain a balance of like 75 people per stream on Twitch for you to be eligible. So it does have its pros and cons. Yeah, Twitch does have the emote only, and then they also have gifted, another streamer. It has the gifted, like, you can gift memberships directly to people, which is cool. And then they also have Twitch drops. You can do Twitch drops. YouTube doesn't do anything like that. So that's kind of like the pros and cons. I liked YouTube because, again, my audience was here. Most of my audience was here anyway. I didn't need to build up another following. And then with that, like, if my videos automatically save, I can create custom thumbnails. My camera's about to die. There was a lot of pros to it. Uno momento, por favor. I will give you guys just a little short detour while I go ahead and fix this. Look, you ready? Hey y'all, it's me, your boy CDG, here to show you the Calf Dad streamer house. Alright, let's go ahead and take a round. First, we got this super thick scarecrow protecting our bean crops. I don't know how, but this thing never misses leg day. We got this full dining room table set up for everyone to get their protein goals. We out here making our protein king Sid motherfucking Garland proud. We got this weird bird over here. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, hey, but he's pretty chill and he shits in his own box. We got this whole damn table over here, but that's nothing but spaghetti. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna regret it, because I got the T-bone steak, and you're gonna try to be Italian on me? Forget about it. First thing, we walk into the house and we got this weird house cat. Like, he mostly keeps to himself. I ain't got no idea where he sleeps, but you know, he ain't really messing with nobody, so he's chill. Over here, we got the full setup coffee bar. You want lattes, you want Americanos, you want that espresso? Just grab the damn cup yourself and fill your ambitions on that sweet black bean juice. Right here, we got the job armor set. Don't touch any damn thing here. This is my special case. Now, this house has been here for a minute, but there's this, like, weird duck following me. He's kind of ugly in his own way, but I like him. Anyway, sometimes I just like to lounge in my comfy chair with my hot cup of coffee while my weird little duck guy just kind of walks around. Of course, we got fat stacks of them pancakes with absolutely the smallest amount of syrup to go with it. You gonna choke on it like it's a Popeye's biscuit. Of course, you know, if you're all pepped up on caffeine, you just gotta dance that shit out. Oh, hey, shit, I found out where that cat sleeps. His room nicer than mine. Not gonna lie, I ain't got a room yet. I sleep with the chocobo. Anyway, that's my house. You know we keep it real. Calf Dad out. I just like that I have it ready to go at any point. All I needed to do was plug my camera in, right? It took me 5 seconds. That whole bit was like a minute and a half for 5 seconds of work. There you go. I need to show you my reaction. It was all a dream. All right, sorry, Phoenix. I know you're standing very close. Place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophosgrit. You're just making up words now. Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient aether. You'd be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside that cavern. Follow me. Rock Mandeville. Like how you guys are all... That's a good look, Chloe. You guys all stare at me like you're just disappointed. I'm just saying. Every time, I'll be like, hey guys, what's up? And they're like, hey, Calf Dad. I sent them at our FC house. I'm in the new gathering gear. Does Joe Cat have a YouTube following? I think he does. Like, pretty sure he's got a couple of videos that's gotten over like 1 million views. The hell is this thing? Okay, now, okay, cool, whatever. Draw aether from the ground, which is then dispersed into the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to Sure. Did this good? Seriously? He ran away just to come back and to smack me to interrupt the chat. And now he's running away again. What the shit? Look, look, he's gonna get all the way up there. Thank you, Chloe. If you are willing to provide a hand. Suffused in this lunar sponge eyes. Spongoi. Oh, sorry, I have it turned down. My bad. I turned it down for the meme. The dog. Oh, my spun guy until I heard. Damn it, die. Would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it is no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he seems now. I cannot recall when he last showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. It was more of a sense of duty than that compelled him to aid you before. Yeah, his crap guides are fantastic. Oh, everyone gets a dog. Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we're turned it down for the 10 meme, 10 for 10 reasoning. Well, you don't want it to have in the background playing super duper loud. Zoom in. Okay, I guess I can't. Hold on. Are you gonna freak out? Don't freak out. There you go. Okay. Okay, we're not freaking out. Then let us return outside. You may cross the chasm. But don't worry, you got the real one. Okay, so we summon the dog, and now I can't ride the dog. Nope. And songs were great. We do the slice. Why would you not trust her? That's I'm sorry, Arcana, that's the same reason of like why you shouldn't get into a van that's giving you candy. It's like, well, that's a good reason. Why wouldn't we? Why is that zoomed in weird? There we go. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we just get, oh, it's free candy. It's a free dog. Bad luck. Halloween is coming. Damn it. The destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness. Climb on Argos' back and he'll take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take you long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Okay. Hope he doesn't watch all the time. Free candy, but free candy. But shiny gold dog. Already had Halloween candy out. Yep. Next holiday up. After 4th of July. Next one's up. Let's go. Assurance notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, and then Thankard and Urianger wait here. Whee! I'm riding the dog with Cat Mom! Aether yet permeates from the creator, remnants of Zodiark most like. Oh, yes. Why wouldn't it be? I'm not gonna lie, this place is scenic as all get out. Holy crap. How do you guys not just constantly take screenshots of this place? Nope. Zooming in way too close. Load the pic, bruh. I'm riding a dog. I think you should leave. I think you should leave, my man. It's a good G-pose place. How do you, I didn't. We do. Who says we don't? We do. Okay, you guys are all like, okay, chat might be a minute behind. To the moon's most haunted place. Average, amaranthine. Is that what you're calling the plural of them? Apologies for the wait. Okay, you were just doing it before. It's this one. No. The real dog. A means by which to conserve energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly don't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Oh, he's a good boy. Looking, glowing Afghan hounds more so. You mean all of your Afghan hounds aren't glowing like this? I like how all of you guys are in a circle. It's my duck. Oh, you got your mountain cat. You got your mountain cat. Maine Coon. Place is huge. What in the Allegan technology? There's no one here.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Oh. It's a bunny. It's a mini bunny. Oh, it's a bunch of little mini bunnies. Wabbits. Your daughters would love them. I think they would. What in the Santa's workshop hell is this? Moon's haunted with bunnies. They all look sleepy. Hair raising. Die, that is perfect.
Moon haunted. Very scary.
Look
Hair
lively,
raising
everyone.
even.
They're so damn marketable.
I know. This 1,243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more.
Alas! They're very British cats. Or they're very British bunnies. Very British bunnies. Just gonna let it play out.
As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose. To bear the people of Etheris to safety.
Oh, here it comes. Wait.
Dun 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 dun.
I actually
Our
love
time
it.
has come, my friends.
British bunnies. Very British bunnies.
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our
Oh, Ziva, I skipped right over it. I didn't even pay attention to it. Damn it.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Atheris.
Atheris. There we go. Got it. I'm using in a different way than usually intended.
Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
God, they're militaristic, too. Run by mini furries. Thank you, Jack.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
As a Vera was kind of trippy.
Perhaps.
Tancred, you okay? Tancred, you alright, buddy? Adam loves little fuzzy things. A hairy situation. Oh no, it didn't plug in. There we go. Did it save it? No, camera died. Wait. Stay with me. We'll come back. Hey, there we go, no problem. Dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle of which he just witnessed. They must be the Loporrits mentioned in the Watcher's record. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, that we might have to ask about in order to track him down. Come, let's be about it. Bunnies! No problem. Appear to have set about their task. Whither is their leader, I wonder? Okay. Fighting way? Can I? Oh, I can't get up to them. Chipper Loporrit. Loporrit, yeah. Excuse me. Created glowing dogs, bunny people in the moon. Yes. Only brown bunnies in a bunch of white bunnies, but they're all spread out. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of the Theris, and that's a promise. Trading Way? Gemstone trainer? Or trader? Regions, gemstone color. Oh, okay. Yep, fates. There we go. Camping Way. Why are there all names like Way? Why do they end in Way? I think I'm spending the night outside Best Ways Burrow. But I'm not sure what I'll need to take with me, aside from a tent, I suppose. Mocking Way. Okay. Knocking on a different door. I guess let's go over here. Let's go find some bunnies. The Way is reference to another Final Fantasy game. Okay, it wasn't like reference to the Mandalorian, or it wasn't reference to the Ugandan Knuckles meme. Yeah, there it is. Tyler, before I could even finish it. Do you know the way? Perhaps I'd better ask. Okay, cool. Just walk away. My ninja way. What do you think of our clothing? I'll have you know I'm a mastermind behind its design. Talk to Tartaru. You gotta talk to Tartaru. None of these bunnies, no bunny knows how to help me. It was a nod to Janeway from Voyager. From Voyager, yeah. Yeah. What's it? Who was the Borg girl? Who was the Borg girl from there?
Hello there.
7 of 9? Wasn't it 7 of 9? Umbral Prospect, thanks for grabbing a cup. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and put them up. 7 of 9, yeah. I remember my my sister loved that show, and I would only watch episodes with her when 7 of 9 was in. I'm just saying. Snappy Loporrit. She's very busy. How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your... Even at the end of days... Look no further, I'm the one you speak. Even at the end of days, it's the countdown to the final days, and I'm still memeing my way through this. I'm just saying. Just saying. When it was on, yep. Is this all of them? Sure. Entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? Though perhaps we should build one, or did we build one already? This girl needs, like, to calm the hell down. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing around gulping. I must take you to meet the others. Others? If you can't be a little silly. Yeah, I know, Di. If you could run back along the, back toward the entrance, you'll find the path that leads to the center platform on the upper chamber. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center. You should be, if you should find yourself lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Guess we're taking orders from bunnies. Bean sized in their palms. Well, I like how they called us babies. They're like, whose children are these? Actually, I might as well just mount. Boosting way. Mended my gear, don't worry. Everyone chill out. Oh, Orm, you got wings? Orm, are these new? Oh yeah, I think these are new. I don't think I've seen you with wings yet. Oh man. Congrats. They look good. Aster's got like the dark version over here too. Going Trail Extreme 1 wings. Ooh. Metal Gear Solids. Whose footprints are these? That's... I'm just saying, whose children are these? It's always like you're searching for something. I mean, that's why Waldo always wore stripes, because he never wanted to be spotted. That wasn't one of the ones I practiced. I just had that in the chamber ready to go. Those two, Mending Way and Vending Way. What's the deal with this sassy lost child? What's that? That was a One Punch Man. Ironically, he loved polka. Is camouflage like a tiger? Actually, did anyone see... Does anyone know the reason why? Like, because you would sit there and look, and I heard this, and I believe it's true. I didn't know, but the reason that tigers, we're saying like full on the big orange and black tigers, like you could see them plain as day in the wild. Like that is an orange and black tiger in a green forest. Apparently, because their prey doesn't process the color orange, it actually comes out green. So they are green and black striped in a green and black forest. That's why it's so, like, they're so terrifying to those kind of animals. I mean, they're terrifying anyway, because they're just giant tigers. But the idea of it, and for the longest time, I was like, how does anyone not see them? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And they have different color receptors. Yeah, they couldn't pick that up. I thought that was wild. And also terrifying. It would suck to be a deer or an antelope or some kind of small varmint that was out there, because you never know when you're just gonna get got. Just saying. How does an animal become from orange? It drinks orange. Eggs, thank you for grabbing a cup. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up.
Right, of course. In introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporrits.
Loporrits.
Created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world.
Oh.
More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Can we just imagine how trippy this is? Like, less than 2 days ago, we were in Garlemald fighting for the liberation of everything, and we beat our big bad. In that time, we have beaten our big bad. We have find out that there are actual ween wounds, living ween wounds on the moon of all place, and the moon is not a moon; it's a spaceship, and it's piloted by little bunnies. They all have a specific job. Unflappable is flapped.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Atheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
No fault of my own. Sure, I wasn't smacking Zodiac with cards last stream. Oh, it certainly was not my fault.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Our parents?
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
Space project.
Here, we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
It's so jarring to have this little happy, squeaky voice, this cute little bunny saying, "We're all gonna die." It's weird, man.
Zodiac tripped has been the running alibi in my friend group.
He tripped. He fell. Zodiac fell down a flight of steps. Whoops. 3 times your size proportionally to you are a ween wound child. Got it. Yeah.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun.
Why?
The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
I want this bunny to like narrate my life. Like, to just have like these little quips. Carrots are the trolleys of the moon. Pseudonym, get the hell out of there. In case it was lost.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
Moon's haunted.
Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
We ought to make it to our destination. Sorry, my mom was texting me. We were talking about parents. My mom messaged me. I had to say hi to mom. All right, hold on. She's asking if my if we're coming down for Sunday dinner. All right, hold on. Look. Hi, Mom. You're on stream, by the way.
Okay. My food. What's up?
I was messaging you back because you sent me a message and it popped up on my watch. You can say hi to everyone. You can say hi to all the caffeinated crew.
Caffeinated crew.
Can I send you the message tomorrow? Okay. I was gonna say it's like 9:30. It's past your bedtime. What are you doing?
Oh, just chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah, I know. It's certainly past your bedtime. I know that. You got to be up.
Oh no, I'm retired now. Remember?
I know. It's so great. Chad is asking if you're having a wonderful night. They want to know.
I am. I'm watching crazy people on TikTok.
I'm so mad that you found out what TikTok was.
What? I love it. I love it. I like Big D, something D, bounty hunters.
Okay, you gotta enunciate because I think all I heard was you like something inappropriate. I know you did. I'm just saying. Also, I'm being told that
Bounty Hunter D.
Bounty Hunter D. Okay. All right. I will let you go back to your TikTok scrolling. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
But I wanted to, you know, Dad said, well, Brandy said, well, we can have it without inviting them.
No. If she's gonna make dinner, I've got to be there. Oh, she's getting brain rot. All right. I will.
Bye, Caffeinated crew.
All right, love you, Mom. Bye.
I love it. Bye.
So now we got that check-in from Caffeinated Mom. She is scrolling through TikTok right now, winding down for the day. Crazy day. Bounty Hunter D. Bounty Hunter D. And she was finding out if we were going to come over for dinner on Sunday night. Because my sister, she has like this sushi making kit, and she tries, and she makes sushi. And it's actually very good. She tries to make her own homemade wasabi and does all that. And my dad said, don't invite him, he'll eat it all. So, stalling way. Yeah, stalling way. I actually legitimately had to talk to my mom. Thank you very much.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
She does Philadelphia roll, spicy tuna roll, and then just regular tuna rolls.
You need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings.
Why does that sound familiar? Vanat. If we remember, like what we've seen, and if I'm kind of looking at it in the same regard of like the different, like the way that the Askians, the convocation, they all came together and they assumed the roles. They were people before they took those roles. Before Fandaniel was Fandaniel, he was Amon, right? He was the Allegan Amon. Venat I'm guessing was it has to be the essentially the person who took over for as the quote unquote Hydaelyn, or it shouldn't be quote unquote, took over as the vessel for Hydaelyn, right? Like that is what would make sense. And then even with that same regard, I wonder if that plays into the forbidden crystal, Azem's forbidden crystal. Because like that was the crystal that ended up saving us during the Elidibus fight, true. But if that does make sense, if you remember all the way back towards the end of Shadowbringers, right before we got to the final fight against Emmett, when he had that flashback, we took Arbird's axe, Shadowbringers played, everyone got goosebumps. It was fucking awesome. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen. He has that little flashback and he sees an image of a Ween Woon in white. And I, like, for the longest time, I thought that was a Zem. What if it wasn't? What if one of the Ween Woons was actually Venat? Right? Have a goldfish member? I do. It's the hat. I'm just saying. I think that, okay. All right, cool. Let's keep moving.
And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
I missed that then. Nico. Vana.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak.
And yeah, that was just confirmed. That the Watcher that we met was just a memory, an image of the original Watcher.
While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
Adorable little scions.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
The moon was haunted.
Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Why does she have to be so disrespectful?
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
I'm not a Make-A-Wish.
You're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
It's gonna be terribly wrong. It's all gonna be terribly
I thought it was
wrong.
abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
I thought it was a bridge to make it small and made small for our minute. Everyone nodded. Encyclopedia Eorzea.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
900 pages, and it comes with a hat.
Perhaps you
Holy
could
hell.
tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
But me no buts. The look at each other. That was a hairy situation. Is in an absolute panic mode right now. Because the toilet, it ain't 6 feet tall. Again, though, like all the amenities. You go in and take a shower, right? And it's built for someone 4 times your size. 3 times your size. Just think about that. You're sitting on a toilet? Yep. Ain't built for your little hiney. Mm-mm. It tastes purple carrot juice. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all that you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us and their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we are prepared to receive your passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed in post-haste, and address it we shall. Here at Bestaway's Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced a myriad of amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've worked up quite an appetite. Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your belly. God, I hate that. What shower? It's called a watermelon. The notion of Aetherius rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity and learn more about Loporrits in this vessel. I think there's an Aether. It's like over there. Oh, it's right. Duh. You mean that glowing Aether current over there? She says that she wants to experiment with you. Yeah, no, she just wants me to do various carrot-related things. The amount of bunny puns that were included there was actually starting to get ridiculous. Do I want this other? I don't know if I want this other cookie. I don't know. That's a cool mount. Now, I guess we go over here. This place is huge. You thought you hated all the Monster Hunter cat puns. Get ready, buddy. Dude, the Monster Hunter cat puns were getting absurd. Like, and everyone's like, oh, they're perfect. No. After like the 10th, the 10th or the 15th one, it was a pain in the neck. We're not doing it. Bomb. Get ready, bunny. I can always hop away from him a bit. I don't want to burrow in this place. Oh, wow. Holy hell. Look. It's the forbidden color candy. And everything appears to be built for ween wound size. Now that is ridiculous. Why do I have to fight these robots? Pride rocks. Great pride carrot. Oh, there's another Aether current. Forbidden Jolly Rancher. Head of Foodstuff Production. Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients of a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I practically worn the words from the invaluable pages. Naturally, we've considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock ready, recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we were all quite famished. Hop along the platforms until you find a storage bin full of bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. I like that this whole idea was like set up, and I think that's something I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around. Is like they were all fully expecting, everyone, even Heidelin, like set this up as a contingency and was like, I know that Aetheris is going to collapse. It's going to fail. And Zodiark is going to die, and it's just going to set the cycle up. So Heidelin went ahead and just already created all of this. All of this. Do not lick the Aetherite. We're going to go with the ominous Crimson Carrot. Soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belie its staggering weight. It's excessive. Jeez. Hold it. Oh, hold on. Oh no, is that one gone? Here we go. The excessive length and girth only compound to the mystery. That might not be a carrot. I know Cat will screw up, so I'll set up plan B. The length and the girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Do it for the meme. You elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now, due to its bizarre... on second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it's... They wouldn't even let... Come on, give me the choice! If you're gonna give me the colors, I want a choice, damn it! Too much in length and girth. It says, this screams health code violations. Give me meaningful choice. You're no warrior of light knew better. No, we're doing it for the meme. Carrot of happiness. Even Vieira are like to swoon at the sight of such a grand that would be offered. That or be offended by those who would assume that they would. The carrot seems used, yeah. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. Great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. Oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins welling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it might simply be indigestion. Oh, okay, that wasn't a... I resent that stereotype. I like carrots, but I'm not a Vieira. Iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. You see, we have a carrot for every occasion. I can certainly see demand for this in Sharlayan. No. But what if I don't like carrots? You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in this fashion. Worry not, we have a pureed version on hand if you don't have the time to I take it you had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else. What exactly do the collaborators share with you about the cuisine of Aetheris? Surely you're aware that we have an abundance of dishes and foods that you could emulate. Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even though holding a conversation was struggle at first, so imagined our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't that for encyclopedia I found, we would have been a lost sword to begin with. This is definitely coming from Sharlayan, or yeah, it's coming from the scholars at Sharlayan. They've been preparing for something, right? And we know that they are preparing for something. And recently, they all kind of realized that something big was going to happen, so they've started to like say, all right, this is it. We got to get ready. We got to prepare for the final days we will endure. And this is, I think that they were saying for enduring. I think that they were planning to go here with the bunnies on the spaceship, the space moon ship, space station ship, with the bunnies, because they knew that something was going to happen with Zodiark. And once Zodiark goes, the rest of the planet will go. And they were like, all right, we're preparing to be gone and up and out of here. That's what I'm just saying. Like, it has to be Sharlayan that is doing this. Has to. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it'd be more efficient to devote our efforts to production of a single perfect food. But a man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency. What's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? Rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When I first created, we were all named in Old Tongue, and you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present and continuous verb conjugations, the basics. And then we found terms related to our given tasks and used them to form our new names. Aren't they helpful? Carrot cake? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrived, we wanted to be certain they understood immediately what each of us does. You'll never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. They all have Ween Woon names, yeah. Such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetheris as well, you would be able to offer passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, I pray, I pray comes sooner rather than later. It would appear that there is naught but carrots on the menu. Fear not, you can eat your heart's content after you've seen the rest of Best Way Burrows. Styled a hero. Think we've had our fill for carrots for now. Let's move on to the other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. That the two people who are both around this point in the story both refer to ancient spirits as Ween Woons. Yes. Well, I mean, it just fits though. Like when you guys start talking about that stuff, that's what it sounds like. They sound like Ween Woons. What is this? What is that background music? Final Fantasy IV background or battle theme? Oh, okay. That is cool. Didn't like you existing. Oh, yeah. All right. Creation magics. Heidel in her infinite wisdom blessed us with the selfsame affinity for her magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know that you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra vis we need. You will be also impressed we've read about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume, this has been taken into account with our designs, but why take my word for it when you can simply try our clothes on? We're gonna go up here and we're gonna get our clothes changed, and it's gonna look abysmal. Yeah, it's gonna be rabbit clothes. Okay, we gotta go over and around. There we go. Okay, we're up. Hiya! One of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me, Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh, right. You're here to try on a set of clothes. What would you have me fashion for you today? I want to see bloodlust. Calf and female Viera starting clothes. Peak efficiency looks like. Embodies your what? That doesn't embody bloodlust. Be lying if I said I didn't I understand what bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain the clothes are flexible yet sturdy enough to endure whatever you're planning on doing while wearing them. 10 for 10, no notes. What style? Speechless, and there I thought you may not like it. If you mind trying something else, why not speak to my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige. Certain duties require you to don a disguise to complete objectives. You may only remain disguised for a limited time, indicated by the guise effect. Should the guise status effect expire or you stray too far from the objective, you'll lose your disguise. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. All right, so I got my new clothes. Fantastic. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that music is pretty good. Do 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 do. These little jumping pads are crazy. All right. The quest told you must keep these on to proceed. I know. Oh, okay. Before they did it. All right. Yeah. Did you have anything in mind? Something with a little bit more flair. DS version. I like how they're doing it just as kind of like bam, there's your fancy clothes. Like, is that cheetah print? It's some of my best work yet. They gave my ass cheetah print. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with more focus on form over function. The print sets it off. Coral skin. It's cheetah print in my mind, which is what which was made because Square thought Americans thought Final Fantasy 1 and 4 were too hard. Oh, first overall was Mystic Quest. Thanks, I hate it. how the concept would turn out, but then when you went put to the proof, but you look stunning. Why would you go show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what you've come up with. Fantastic. Can I mount in these? Oh, I can. Nice. My terrible clothes. There goes Hildebrand. Was one. I'm getting old. Oh, we're all getting old. Come on now. That's nothing new. My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. She didn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we Loporrits in your eyes. No doubt your friends will feel the same after sampling her creations. Oh my god. Sorry to have kept you waiting. We all sample all the concept or ere we return. Look at the arm! Look at the gloves! Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Look at the gloves! Oh my goodness! Urianger! I love that it's just quiet. I think it's past time we return these clothes. I love that everyone's quiet and everyone has the same thought. Are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to the modern taste by tailoring the robes to make specific professions, but... And even I know that these are terrible. Exactly. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetheris, they will most certainly have need to for your attire. It is clear you've spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not so quite homogeneous. What I wear now better suits my taste, even if it's of inferior make. But there are others whose choice would be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and potential preferences and diversity of your people. Even if we memorized every tone we received, I doubt we'd fared much better. We're doing you a disservice by trying to shower you with all the baubles and frivolity, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of her people, of the people on that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. Oh, he's sad now because he knows about Reen. Might we leave to explore best ways burrows unattended? You have given us much to think about. Evening, werewolf. That's actually really sad too. Is because while we may escape, everyone on the first goes. All the people that we met, everyone goes.
I mean, to be fair, those are the clothes your average adventurer wears when starting out. It's just you outgrow that very quickly.
Yeah. You're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Urianger's always making friends with local fauna. You guys remember in Shadowbringers, he was like the Fae's friend. The Fae's best friend. Oh. Spotted the bunny. Sammy. Sammy. Why? Why, Sammy? Bunnies weren't enough. Bunnies weren't enough. He makes friends with the local fauna. Yes. Knows how to handle Fae. Everyone's been talking about the visitors from Aetheris, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things, but oh wait, you still haven't seen the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. Growing way, by the way. Okay. We'll just take the portal back because I moved. Wait, hold on. Aether current is around here. I did see one. 300 yards north. All right, let's go north. Yeah, the house is for giants, not for us. Move so slow. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm actually kind of digging the music. Final Fantasy IV, okay, you got me. Is it here, or is it the next one? No, it's like this way. Digging way. East. Oh, it's over here. It's got to be up here, right? It's got to be up on this one. So I gotta ask, like, with where Final Fantasy is going, because I know that there's like 7.3 came out, and a lot of people I've seen have really enjoyed it. It has like changed a lot of perspectives of people in the game, which is a good thing, of course, because everyone, I feel like there was a lot of people who were whining that there wasn't enough content or there wasn't much change or what have you. And I say whining in that regard because mainly if you've been around MMOs for however long, for a long time, you know that, again, I say this every stream, ebb and flows, up and down, up and down. Streams games have up and downs, and MMOs are no different in that regard. I guess my only question is like, there has to be, like, 7.3 must have really got really, really well into what you guys were looking for, right? MMOs have people calling the game dead every time there's a slightly below average patch. Yeah. I was gonna say I mean, hell, even like, even before I even really started Final Fantasy, they talked about like the drop after Secrets of the Obscure for Guild Wars 2. So they did the main 3 expansions, so Path of Fire, Heart of Thorns, End of Dragons, and then their first like kind of spin-off expansion was Secrets of the Obscure. That one, people really loved the beginning, but then just fell off hard towards the middle section. And it happens, you know? Like, it happens, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Guild Wars 2 is dead," and it's like, it's not dead. There's people who are gonna play the game because they love it, you know? That happens in every MMO. Or a reasonable response to a lot of the mechanical complaints. The coolness of complaining has worn off. Yeah. Saying much, but yeah, 7.3 was great. I think the trial was a little easy, but that was basically it. In my opinion, is that people like me are crazy and blow through an entire patch of content in a week. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoying the story. It's a new story arc. It ain't gonna be a banger like the previous ones. Exactly, Phoenix. You're exactly right. It's literally fine. Yeah. I tell you what I'm actually very excited for. I cannot wait until I am caught up on the MSQ, and then when the new MSQ drops, I'm gonna move my streams to Tuesdays, or I'm gonna move my stream to a Tuesday, just so that I can play through the new MSQ story live. I can't wait until I'm there. I'm almost there. I'm so excited. And then 8.0. 8.0. See, this is what I love about MMOs. Even now, I'm still excited. I'm still hyped up for it. I'm ready to go, man. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. Caffeinated Dad? Crikey! Very Steve Irwin of you. To the residential area. I'm ready to go whenever. Yeah, sure. You're gonna have to do it on Tuesdays anyway, because Monday's maintenance. Yep.
Ready in the teleporter.
Somewhere in Dawn Trail when the next major patch drops. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to get through it. For the FanFest announcement to come. Yep. I hope if there's any Square Enix employees who come across my my stream, my little corner, my little box here, I would love to go to Final Fantasy Fest and talk about it. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm there. If you guys need someone to go there, I'll bring a cup of coffee. It'll be great. And it doesn't make a statement on the expansion as a whole, yeah. I got to the part where you have to fight Odin as Urianger, and I spent a week trying that fight, so I got frustrated, and I haven't played since. I can understand that.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh! Oh. Okay, I just got teleported up here. That's fine. What the hell?
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
We don't want to eat carrots all the time.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better.
Oh,
But time is not on our side.
feel bad for Living Way.
The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
Yeah, seriously.
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work.
It's because he was flexing in the gloves, the bright ass green gloves.
Quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
I wonder if this changes if I didn't like diss her carrots.
You understand that in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater
good. That's a good one. Freeway.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
No effing way.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see.
Table the doomerism, please.
But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
We totally weren't eavesdropping. Oh, dude, now we missed it. Speak with Growing Way. Oh, I wanted this one. There we go. Everyone gets to heal. Okay. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully this provides useful in the meantime. You really would have liked it. Style to hero. All's veil that ends veil. I've been planning for this far longer than I care to admit. Each time we woke up, we've had long discussions about how to save as many as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But one thing we all agreed upon is that the people of the theorists wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place where they'd hop at a chance to visit, rather than waiting for flames of oblivion to get them off of their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The entire industry is having issues. Yeah. Suspense. Bunnies. Bunnies. Do I just take the teleport? I just take it. Moon is a magical haunted place. Mooning way. I'm very much of the mind that even though like Square Enix is obviously like there's a lot of people who don't like where it's going. They have gotten bored with the game. I've heard and seen comments where people are just like straight up, after Endwalker, I don't want to see anymore. That was it for me. That was it. That was Cap. That was the best thing that I've ever seen. And I kind of get that, but then I kind of don't. Because it's like, it's the same way as like the people who have been kind of like dooming, and I bring up Guild Wars 2 because there were some people who talked about their new expansion, the 6th expansion for Guild Wars 2, Visions of Eternity, that they were, you know, they're like, oh my goodness, they were like doom and gloom. This game is, you know, it's so over. It's, you know, the expansion is going to be crap and it's all that. It's a dead and dying game. I guess my point is like, if you've trusted the developers up until this point, right? Like, if you've trusted the developers up until this point and you have been able to enjoy the game and enjoy what you have seen thus far, like, does it really do this game a disservice for you to jump off at the first sign of trouble, you know? Like, I guess that's always my point. It's because like people are like, oh, Guild Wars 2, you know, the Visions of Eternity expansion is going to be crap, and it's like, it may not be the best. It may be a lot better than you expected, but if you're still playing the game up until this point and you've trusted where the game's process has gone and you've found enjoyment and a reason to log in day to day, why wouldn't you trust this bit, you know? What was the whole reason at this point, what was the whole reason of actually playing the game? Yeah, exactly. Yes. No huge flop since Forspoken. 14 down since, but still making buckets of cash. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's no reason in my mind to ever be like, oh, Doom, this game's over, this game is done. No, not at all. Its name is such, it's the veil to end all veils. It's the most beautiful forest you've ever seen. We understand that people of Aetheris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. With it, but I think that some might just want to keep the memory of the perfect ending and not get dragged down by the possible backslide of quality. No, and I can definitely understand that point, but even though that it like things may have changed, like let me put it this way, like retail WoW I haven't touched since the beginning of Shadowlands. Honestly, that was the last time I touched it, and I still have a lot of really good memories of all the expansions, of everything that I did in that game, all the time staying up until like 2 in the morning raiding with my group to, you know, progress a boss, finally getting down a mythic boss and it being like the biggest thing. Those memories didn't go away just because the quality of content went down. I just realized that I had grown out of that game. Like that game wasn't for me anymore, and that's where the idea should be. Mid-Legion, I actually really enjoyed Legion. Legion was the last peak expansion for me, in my opinion. Battle for Azeroth was okay. Shadowlands, yeah, that was where I gave up. If you are complaining, not critiquing, saying that the game bad sucks dad and you're still playing the game, you have no room to talk. Yeah, if you're having a miserable time. If you're having a miserable time, then go play something else. That's easy as that. I had fun, but it was time to move on, yeah. Burning Crusade, oh wow. Stopped having fun in BFA, yeah. It just got too much. Like, I posted a meme, it was kind of a shot at myself, but it was the Squidward looking out his window at SpongeBob and Patrick. And the Squidward text was people paying subscriptions for MMOs. And then Squidward and SpongeBob and Patrick were people playing Guild Wars 2, and I did it kind of as a joke. If you guys follow me on Twitter, for the most part, or X, I should say, I post occasional memes and Guild Wars 2 stuff, whatever. The amount of people who got downright frothy, not even from the Final Fantasy side, but from the World of Warcraft side, holy crap. We're talking about, like, drama. You would have thought that I insulted everything that they are. And they're like, oh, I can't hear you through all my cool new content, and you know, like it was just like the whole puff chest, like, how dare you make fun of my game. I get it, it's a game that you really love and it's a game that you enjoy and all that, and it's not going to be for everyone. That's the case in point. But damn, it is funny to see people get all sorts of riled up. It's words online. How self-depreciating, yeah. They also said you did insult everything that they are. And I had a thought, and this is the last thing before I stop rambling. I had a thought, and it kind of extends out the idea of MMO tribalism, which I'm sure that you guys know. You know, Final Fantasy XIV is the best MMO ever, and you know, Guild Wars 2 is the best. World of Warcraft, Black Desert Online, you know, ESO. All of these people have their games. They have their MMO that they've put countless hours in. They've done that, and it's not without fault that they put a bit of themselves into the character, right? Like when you create a character, usually you create it either in the likeness of you or something memorable, or some like the way that you want to look, or some kind of personal touch is put into there, and that is your experience throughout the game, right? When someone comes in, and especially when you're dedicated, you love the game, this is the game, the only thing MMO that you think of, and someone says that MMO sucks, they're not just saying that the game sucks. People take it as your choice, the person who's enjoying that game that just got called sucky. They're taking that as an insult that you suck because you don't choose good games or what have you. It is such a knee-jerk, reaction to people getting upset because they have a personal tie to the game. I've thought about this. There's such an intrinsic tie to the character that you create in game and the memories that you have in the game that when someone from the outside insults that, you get downright defensive of your own personal experience and your own personal memories. Think about that. Think about that. The next time that someone gets all frothy and says 14 sucks, says Guild Wars 2 sucks, World of Warcraft sucks, just remember, they aren't insulting you specifically. They are not. Because I used to get like that too. Because I used to say, like, I used to get in fights with like WoW heads all the time. Like, all the time. That was like my favorite thing. They're defending literal years of choices. Exactly. Yes, there's so much of a memory, so much of that being built into there, so that when you say something negative about the game, it's hard for you to split that they're not talking about me and my choices. I'm a much mellower MMO player now. Yep. Let's be an asshole. As a personality trait, and this offends me as an individual specifically. So attacking the game is equated to attacking on their person. Absolutely. Insert, and I took that personally, me. Yes. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. Thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, the place produces air as clean as you might find in a forest on Etheirys. A vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it in the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. Oh, now we have to stretch. Did I do it? They missed their trees. Yeah, that's all crystals. Could we maybe... Yeah, sure. I got the hiccups now. Okay, he's following me. Is that you don't need to have an opinion about everything? Absolutely. One of my favorite things, I love this. I love this. When there's a lot of people talking about a lot of stuff, or something even that I vehemently, I think that's the word. I might be wrong. Like, even something like that, that I really just, damn it, I got the hiccups, that I disagree with or I agree with. I have this wonderful pastime, and it's something I try to pass to my daughters. Shutting up. Most people, yes. Vehemently. There we go. Eat peanut butter. I don't... Where do I have that? You can keep scrolling. You can log off. It's incredible. Is what we do. When we first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Hydaelyn gave us our first task, with a propulsion system capable of facilitating travel to other stars. Sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to the knowledge Hydaelyn shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give it or take. Get a load of this guy. He doesn't even have a jar of peanut butter by his computer desk ready to eat in case he gets hiccups. Damn it. Ask about the rainbow crystal. I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Etheirys, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed with of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, air, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth of mentioning, though, that because of Hydaelyn's influence being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here might be different than Etheirys. Conjuring a fire would soon dryer your clothes than singe them, for example. Put simply, etheric conditions are ill-suited for growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this is all necessary to keep the raging energy of Zodiark in check. Just remind yourself you're not a fish. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building habitable areas until the propulsion systems were ready. Consider how long it took. I wish we would start sooner. Who would have thought we would need 4,000 years to make all this? Hot damn, that was a big one. Certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which couldn't be operational until 100 years later. Damn it! Brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris, the Alligans mischief. Dalamode mentioned some new nefarious actor was colluding with the Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Hydaelyn informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Humming. So, since I was on the moon, it came to my idea, or to my mention, that we haven't talked about how I'm able to breathe on the moon. So I was trying to hold on to my breath as long as I could to see if I could make it. And it seems that it has worked. Moon content clip. And I think that worked, yes. The fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a similar role to our sun and do it so even better. Close approximation of it. Mooning way. Just swallow the hiccups and channel your internal Taco Bell. My sister Wallow says to put your head down, look like you're looking at the floor, kind of upside down, and then touch the ring at the touch your ring at the your tongue onto the roof of your mouth. Is helping across the ocean. Hick burp sounds like Mr. It worked. I think I'm good. Automie, I think I'm all right. I appreciate it. I'm okay. I just held my breath, almost passed out. That blood pressure got a little low. Woo! It's amazing how much the neck cracks then. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Fate discovered nearby. Yep, he's got moon fever. Moon's haunted. Something got, oh right, the propulsion system that and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for purpose, which was all well and good, except we knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the result could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hydaelyn. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people in Aetheris who we could help trust. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. They had to have been talking to the people of Sharlayan. They had to. There's no other explanation in my mind. Bunny Prime Directive. Though our power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel here to the moon. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found the means to convey messages and supplies for us down below. With all the letters and books and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now that you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. Yeah, we're all right. Welcome to Sharlayan. Yes, they are. The greatest Endwalker. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here. By the way, I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. Oh, that's nice. Shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over the place for you. Oh dear. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Can't imagine why you need me there, but if you insist. You seem to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn of anything of import? Yeah, kinda. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but it remains to be seen if people can be persuaded to evacuate when there's no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Or means of forcibly evacuating the people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. To forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. How do you describe a tree to someone who's never seen one? Nice sturdy base, green foliage at the top. Right there. Yes, I did, bud, I did. Final Fantasy IV music? Or Final Fantasy IV battle theme, I think is what it was. If you will excuse me. Okay. Nick Foley. Nick Foles. Any of you bird fans out there? Nick Foles? You guys know Nick Foles? You ever heard Nick Foles? Like that. And I trust I'm not alone in my reckonings. Hey! Back to old tricks. Philly. Which he knows. More than usual. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's all right? Yashol and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up. All right, here we go. Go Buds. Go Buds. Gotta say go Birds. Go Birds. Heard this guy who, damn you, Galactic! I was teleporting away, and he tried to trade me right at the last second. Sorry, thank you for grabbing a cup. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. You get the mugs for being a member here of the channel. We got the caffeinated mugs. All emotes done by the one and only Sirnix. I think Sirnix is out for right now. Got him. Heard this guy who ended up like losing a couple of fingers on one hand, and he was really worried because he was like, how am I gonna write? His job was to, you know, physically write down things. And he was like, doctor, am I ever gonna be able to write again? And he was like, hey, I wouldn't count on it. I don't have even a good meme for that. Hold on. Yeah, I have nothing. Gaff, stop. Galactic, just stand away from me. Am I lagging? Okay. Oh no! Oh no, I got hit with the disconnection. Okay, we're good. I have a meme to reply to that. Oh dear. Spared me a lot. Mine froze. It doesn't say I have any drop frames, so if any lag's coming from YouTube, that it isn't on my end, or it isn't from my end. It's from YouTube, which has been happening a lot more frequently than I'd like to admit. Oh, okay. I gotta go stand here. Got a big day tomorrow. First day of school for the kiddos in my area. Oh, starting early. Well, good luck, bud. Look at those ankles. Look at his ankles. He doesn't wear pants. I don't even know where to hide. Can I hide behind this rock? You can see my bald ass head popping out. Phoenix, stop. Scandalous. It's so stupid that I can do this. So many sneaking. They show how close it is too close now. Did they not used to? Was that not a thing? Oh. Who's there? I don't know. Who do you know has all this healing power? Dun, 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 dun. Oh damn, Urianger's huffing it. Hot, hey yo. Yeah, I don't trust him. Nothing to see here. Just the moon doing moon things. Hey, yo. Yo, for a scholar, he moves pretty damn quick. Oh, a scholar, but for an astrologian, he's moving pretty damn fast. Hehehe. Golden saucer Gacudar. Nope.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Yeah, he knew we were gonna follow.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume?
It helps to roll commando. Until shortly after DT. Oh, okay.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity?
Alisay's still not okay with you.
And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
Oh man.
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs.
Oh yeah, he's definitely
that
like...
resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Moonbreeder?
Dearest Moonbreeder,
Ugh!
who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good.
He just needs to pick up eyeliner now. She was very precious to him. Oh yeah.
Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation.
Yeah, he is not okay.
The calamity of Amaranth was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass.
Viewers are reacting to a character named Urianger that doesn't wear pants. Thanks, AI.
Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Yeah, sometimes there is no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then. 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We Scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution.
Banger line.
Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
This dude is pouring out his heart. I want you guys to appreciate this. He's pouring out his heart. He is telling me literally, like, everything, how rough it's been for him and all the people that he's lost along the way. And I came in with the most generic, it do be like that sometimes. Like, that... I mean, I feel like it's fitting because that's something that I feel like I would say that. I feel like I would be at that point where it'd be like, sometimes there's really nothing that you can do, despite your best efforts. Like, despite your best efforts, despite everything that you that you've done in length, you just have to believe that what you did was the best that you could do at the time. And it's like, that's how I perceive most, like, even tragedy. It's like, let me put it this way, like, my father was an EMT for a number of years, and my sister was. I was a volunteer firefighter for a long time. A lot of what you would see and what my dad would tell me and then just hear it, it's just, there's so much randomness that happens in the world. He's like, there's people who you would have sworn there's no way that they would be alive, and yet there they stood. And then there's people who were gone, and you're like, how did that take them out? Yeah, he does just need someone to talk to. This is more for us to listen to him and understand his background. But, like, there's been a lot of situations where you just, like, there's really nothing that you can do except for, it's your time. My dad used to say that. Or my dad still does say that. He said, when he was driving the ambulance, he was like, the lion comes to get everyone eventually. He was like, eventually everyone gets picked up in the ambulance. Eventually. And he was like, and I view myself as like, I'm the driver of the lion. And because in nature, you know, there is no old animals. You're not going to see old antelopes. Nature, you know? Is the heaviest and true. A real response, even should it not have any flair. True.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond.
What was her...
'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf.
Yeah, he was already ready for it.
To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've had bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
Curse these ears. A plan which may pave the way forward for us all. May, I say, for there's no guarantee to success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure should have come would be mine alone to bear. Yet thou standest before me as preferred hand, heart open. They can do no wrong, yeah. Moon bunnies were scheming. Difficult decisions must needs to be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all in one mind in our desire to save the people of Etheirys. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Nod. Once you get a chance, post an image in the Discord. Is it in the general? All right, hold on. This is gonna break it. OBS, don't pop. Oh, drops like 40 frames right there. All right, let's see. Does display pop up? There it is, yeah. Sharlayan just shared this, look at this. That's cool, look. Oh, it's all Xenos in his cement mixer. I love it. That just buffered the stream. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, it's ruining it. Ruined it. Can't do it on the stream. 453 drop frames. All right, we got a ride. Xenos with his golf bag. 142 yards north. It's got to be up here, right? Northwest, so it's up here. Where's my Aether currents? Give them to me. It's got to be straight ahead. Yes, perfect. Xeno's chilling with his lazy Susan. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's only 0.1% of the stream buffered, so we're good. All right, I'm moving a little bit faster. Labyrinthos. A chance by this aggregation when crossing Zodiac erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught me by the new Moo. Oh, hey, nice. Callback Shadowbringers. I believe that I shall suffice a gift it would fashion. The magic will require considerable concentration, however. May I prevail thee stand watch while I perform the incantation. Sure. Asahi was his cat. Asahi was definitely his caddy. The kitten of Galactic. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's big news. Phoenix is now a proud mom of another kitty, a little itty bitty kitty, if I may say, is adorable. Dark Knight Shadowbringer to Endwalker's Paladin. Wait, what do you mean by that? Hero point, current Aether currents. Yeah. I try to get them every time that I can. Every time at least that I see them. Why are all these guys want to like throw hands with me? I don't get that. Cecil?
Hello there.
Epic Power Pants, thank you for grabbing a cup. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. Oh, man. Oh, the sleepies are hitting. This would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. I feel like I've gotten through quite a bit of the quests. Or I've gotten through a bunch of quests tonight, but I don't feel like I've made any progress really on the MSQ. Cecil Harvey is a protagonist of Final Fantasy IV, starts as a Dark Knight and then becomes a Paladin. Oh, okay. That would actually make more sense with the callback with 4's battle music popping up down in the bunny house. Rare is the occasion I will conjure my own, but nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessing of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of my own choosing, which I pray the Loporrits will appreciate. Invincible brain rot fresh. Yeah, that's where I went. That's where I went. Perhaps fallen into a crater. Good buddy time, yeah. 10 and 4, 14. Moon music is no good for sleepy, yeah. Been up since 7 a.m. The dog, good gracious, she likes to wake up early. She likes to go for her run. She needs to speak with you. Something more, most urgent, dire even. But worry not! It just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestaway's Burrow. It's quite a large and heavy package, perhaps too heavy. We've poor Loporrits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend a hand. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Insinuating I would betray the trust of Heidelland's Chosen, or worse, do anything to risk getting on your Stola's bad side? She is clearly not one to be crossed, nor made to wait. Now, off with you. Damn, she's got a point, too. Take a breath and relax on the roller coaster. Gotcha, gotcha. Alrighty, let's go talk to our kitty cat. So it seems like we're gonna have a method forward. I think what the direction is that we're going to wait. Hold on. I think the direction that we're gonna have to go moving forward is, or at least what I'm starting to see, is that we're not forsaking, you know, Aetheris to just go ahead and finally and just go and find a new planet. I don't think that's what the direction that we're gonna go. I think we're gonna try to find a way to forestall or even stop the final days. And then like that's the only thing that I can think of. It's the only thing that I'm like, that's the only thing that would make sense to me, I guess, is the best way to put it. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, and all this could be just us running around trying to figure shit out. I don't know. I'm more of the mindset that we're doing this because we're trying to save our planet and not just run away. I said no such thing. Running Way, a companion of Growing Way, apparently has much to tell us on the final days. Problem, however, is that he is determined to live up his name, refusing to stay still long enough to hold up to a conversation. Of moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective. He was the greatest he was here in the greatest Endwalker when I last saw him. Let's split up and find him. We gotta throw balls at him. Confirmed. We gotta throw our balls at a bunny. That's what the quest said. Witchy. That's what it does. What it do. That's what it does. Oh God, not another one of these. Incessant chatter. Damn, they're all running. Ask questions later. Shoot first. Ask later. Unassuming. Gotcha! It's blown time. Sorry, not you. Pretend you're a mob. Throw them balls. That's what this stream has devolved into. Me chucking balls. My balls at a bunny. Phrasing. See? They do shit like this, and then you guys are like, no, don't act like that. Don't say the funny things because the funny things aren't true. What's that say, chat? Chat, what the holy hell does that say? Read it. Read it. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining me why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? The ... was so unnecessary. Yeah, pseudonym, you always got something. I don't know what pseudonym, you were like one of the biggest gaslighters of me. I'll say something and be like, no, that couldn't be it. That's why he's running away. Yep, dirty birds. Felt the need to clarify. About the final days? Most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke. Who told you that was a joke? You got time to look into the final days. There's so much to do before a great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any Loporrit here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it'd be funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope that I not get my balls on them. Yeah, it's a distraction. Can't keep getting away from this. Yeah, we're being distracted because they want to do something with Urianger. I'm gonna keep healing you from a distance. You can't stop me. Yep, we're being distracted. What are we gonna do on the moon? Throw balls at bunnies. So he knows no more than the others. It's a distraction growing way. Nope, he did not. And our lack for other leads. Maybe it's time. Our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand. All sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. I'm worried about Urianger. Let's just go see Urianger. That was about Kate took over. Kate took over at this time. All right. Heart of the matter. I promised Living Way I would help, but no, I promised I'd help, so that's what I do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, eastern wing. Follow me. No, I don't trust it. Are up to something, but if all is to be learned in the final days, I guess we better play along for now. Is anyone worried about Urianger? This is like that time that the people of Thrivania kidnapped Estinian. The alchemists kidnapped Estinian. You guys remember that? He was gone for a whole stream. Nobody cared. He was fine. No, he wasn't. Oh, can I not use this one? But did he die? That's like the lowest ball of an excuse. He's doing well with no pants. I hope he's at least wearing like a Speedo, like an educated Speedo. A scholarly Speedo, as it were. Do you think his Speedo has like little fae creatures on it? I'd imagine he would go down that route. I'd imagine that. He has underwear, can confirm. They're capable of hurting anything except a carrot. You're probably right, but they're up to something. A Speedo Rito. It's like Scots with a If you're gonna wear a kilt, you can't have anything under it, and then it turns, because if you do, then it turns into a skirt. Growing away enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us that we must have to act quickly? Probably Castinian was. Hey, now listen here. And we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We'd hoped you'd see the wonders we had to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw potential, so you others must be kept here. Everyone except Urianger. Decried the notion of using the moons as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. Why would you take that risk? If people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon, they'll be safe and we'll finally get to see their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Oh. Oh, the bunnies are attacking us. Really? They wouldn't hurt us at all. So you have chosen dead. All right, bring it on, bunnies. Bunnies. Gravity. Carrot and ruin. Gravity. More gravity. We're just gonna keep going gravity spam. Mavity. Carroty at this rate. Oh, Growing Way. Growing Way wants that smoke too, okay. Dude, you're only hitting for 1,600. Like, you have to realize that this is a failing effort. Pop. Do you believe in gravity? Where people are attacked by mutant rabbits. He's dead. Oh, okay. Show us by the entrance. Do they aggro now? They misunderstood the gravity of the situation. I'm sorry, but I feel that you misunderstand the gravity of the situation. Marvelous Jared, thank you for being a member for 8 months. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You'll send me the clip for Mavity? Please do. Yes. Nakuru, you got an updated, updated profile picture. I see you there. Alright, I like how they all just ran and let me deal with the bunnies. Tis I, the Clippy. They couldn't defy gravity. Season rewards are coming back. That means a Robo Rabbit mount from the moon enemy is coming. Oh, okay. Let's ride the dog. What are you called on?
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Friend, you know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Etheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. Let her, Kenny.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
With not if.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
The moon bunnies aren't gonna like us.
Oh, bugger!
This should have been just called the bunny stream. His balls riding the dog. The stream's a little iffy.
No grudge, nor do I.
Very iffy.
Having come to understand your purpose. For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure.
Yeah, they got little hands. That's what makes it impressive.
You have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
He is totally schmoozing these people over. Urianger's laying it on thick.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing. We Loporrits were born of Heideland's love for Aetheris.
She likes little cute fuzzy things.
That
Heideland.
shining, shimmering blue jewel. Brightest star in the sky. Brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve, and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe.
Urianger's forte
If there's
totally
anything wrong with
laid
what
it on
we've
thick
built,
there.
we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides.
So the bunnies are secretly writing how to serve men for dinner books? How to serve men. I think it's just how to serve men, man, hyphen, dinner. Like, that might be it. I don't know if they're eating men. Maybe not yet. And people take advantage of it.
Singing
Yes.
way. Thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers.
Kind of like this guy in the background.
And thou, my
Technically an
friend,
adventure.
I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
The fact that Urianger was like, mapping way. It's because, you know, this pioneering spirit, we got you. Singing way, because we bring all our music together and it's harmonious. What do you like? I like pudding. What's your name? Pudding way. Urianger is like, fuck, dude, what do I say about that? And he still made it work. Like, the complete fact that he was just like, that was not what I was expecting in all names. VRAMs.
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And
100 out of 10.
Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions
Moonbreeder.
as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer.
Don't know her.
The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
Damn, that's profound as shit.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee.
They actually handed items.
Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
Damn, that's really good. Urianger laying it on thick.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
Carmen Rider VRAM.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality,
Footfalls.
you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home.
Sidolphus.
Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
With the Heidelin bunnies.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Oh, my Minfilia flower. It's growing. Glowing with resolve? Jesus, dude. Put a bell around your neck. You cannot be like hovering up to people like that. Hot damn. How very like her. By its light, you may come to know her true intentions, intentions which remain a mystery to even to us. In our time, we call it Elpis. Ellipis. You would do to remember that name. Ellipis. The flower is orange like Uncle Orange.
But I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Ellipis. I'm gonna write that down,
Think
actually.
nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
I have a crown. That's what I have. I had a pen earlier. I have a crown now. You know what? We're making it work. Here we go. That's gonna go on there. That's important. Elpis.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Agreed. The Sharlayan Forum, yes?
Yeah, called that early.
How did you know?
That's not
The more I
surprising.
heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting
Shocked.
long enough.
We really weren't all that shocked. Once they started talking about books and tomes and learned people, I was like, that's Sharlayan. That's the Sharlayans right there from the beginning. Good God! The Watcher just looming. Yeah, I mean, that really wasn't all that. Obviously, Ulda. I gotta talk to Puddingway first. Name's Puddingway. We'll promise we'll do better on it. Still maintenance to carry. At least we're all on the same page. People and Aetheris. We'll both have to give it a try. We'll take Growing Way. This is obviously the Kojin. Moon's native giant Halloween yard decoration. Raptor, that was perfect. I'm sure I would be glad to hear it. Think so highly of the people of the Theris, yet it seems this evacuation plan is only way to know their, how to express their adoration. Avoid this wrinkle. Something to keep in mind in the future. Declaration of hope and observations. I haven't thought of it the way before. The Loporrits may be in good hands now, but that doesn't change the fact that the plan is the last resort I'd rather not employ. A chance spying you across the chasm and I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, you've been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and the light will guide your way. Mapping way. But should you need another star's traversal, no forward. Okay. To serve and serve well. It would be no easy task to prepare for them for what must needs be done. But gladly I do embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you. In all of our fellow scions. When the next I return to Aetheris, I pray find you all in good health and good spirits. Returning home. Alrighty. It's at 11:30. I think, is this the last quest? Was that the last quest here on the moon and this will take us back? This will take us back home? I think so, right? If I'm kind of like understanding where everything is. Yeah, I think this might be the good stopping point that I'm looking for. I think this is where I'll hold it. Alrighty, so I gotta put the hat back on. There we go. I think a lot of cutscenes, yes. All right, so we're all kind of in agreement that we're not just going to give up on the star. We're going to try to figure out a way to stop the ending in the final days from coming. We're obviously going to go back and we're going to tell all the scions about this, but then we're just going to go, I think we're going to go raise hell first with the Sharlayans, being like, dude, why did you lie to us? Why, you know, like, what the hell is going on? Then that way we kind of like settle that book. But then I still don't know how we are going to stop all the, because again, we got the description of all the etheric currents that are running all around the planet, and essentially how they're just going to stop, and it's going to cause the world to die, basically. Because what's it? Hydaelyn was of stagnation. If I read that correctly, if I remember correctly, Hydaelyn was stagnation, Zodiark was growth. And they were in balance, and they needed both to be there. And now that the growth is done, stagnation of the etheric currents is happening because it's just Hydaelyn. So I don't know how we're gonna spur this along. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of really how we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna have to think about this. This is gonna be a difficult one. I do want to say, just as a reminder for everyone here, this Wednesday I'm doing the 50,000 subscriber stream. It's a special stream that I don't normally do, and it's just going to be farting around in Guild Wars 2, having some fun, showing you guys that game. It's another game that I really love, and I hope you guys would enjoy watching a little bit of it. That is on Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just so you know, have some fun. Show off the kitten before you go. All right, if it doesn't break my screen, that would be great. All right, let me see. Where's the cat? Phoenix. Kitty cat is right here. Display capture 2. There's the kitty cat. This is Phoenix's new kitty. Phoenix's new kitty cat. Look at the little kitty. Ace. Yes. Oh, she's adorable. Or he's adorable. She's adorable. It's a girl, correct? That's a girl kitty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a girl kitty. She, yes. I want to make sure that's right. She's adorable. Look at her. I will smack it. I'm trying to get it right. Hot damn. At least I asked. Jeez. Jeez. Over here trying to get mad at me. So yes, Wednesday stream at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be a 50K special. I'll show you guys some of the cool things that Guild Wars 2 has to offer, what I'm working on in Guild Wars 2, and yeah, hopefully answer some of your questions if you guys are ever curious. I do want to give a quick shout out, of course, to all the members of the channel, all the people who are here along the journey, who are helping me along the trip to become a full-time content creator. I'm working on it. I'm working towards it. I think it could happen. So I'm very excited for that, but I do want to give a shout out to the new members and donations that we got tonight. MMO Richard, I'm going to say MMO Richard, thank you for joining in for the caffeinated cult membership, the coffee enjoyer level. Di, I appreciate the donations with some of the names. Chloe as well. Jack has been a member here for 15 months. Holy crap, 15 months. We're sneaking up on 2 years. That is ridiculous. Dark Knight of Anime, thank you for the donation, as well as Marvelous Jared being here for 8 months. I appreciate all of you guys. Seriously, it really does mean a lot that you guys are willing to hang out with me on these nights and just fart around. Lots of other good things going on. I appreciate you guys watching. I got a couple of videos coming out the rest of this week. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good one. And I hope I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If not, I'll be back here Monday night next week to continue our Final Fantasy XIV journey. As always, ladies and gentlemen, stay caffeinated, folks.